Lobbies. Lobbying is a communication activity carried out by individuals or groups with the aim of influencing other organizations and people who have an important place in the organization and government, so that it can be provide benefit for themselves or the lobbying organization and company. Lobbying characteristic. Point 1. Unofficial or informal in nature can be carried out outside the forum or negotiation that have been officially agreed. Point 2. The form can be in the form of the chat that begins with a greeting or with a letter. Point 3. Time. The place can be any time and anywhere in reasonable condition or the atmosphere allows. The time chosen or used can support and create a pleasant atmosphere so that people can relax. Point 4. Actors or parties that do lobbying can be various and anyone. Namely, the parties with an interest can be the executive or government, the legislator, the business community, NGO activists, community leader or mass organization or other parties related to the lobby object. Lobbying activities. Point 1. Make contact with influential individual and representative of integrated bodies. Point 2. Prepares expert, observers, and speaker to represent the organization position towards legislator. Point 3. Focus the debate on the key content, fact, and evidence supporting the organization. Act of protest. That is an action in which someone does not agree with the opinion or behavior of others so as to make a rejection or by giving his own opinion. A strike is an event in which a large number of company employees stop working as a form of protest, if no agreement is reached between them and their employer. Then, the strike can continue until the employees' demands are met or at least an agreement is reached.
Hello, my name is Siti Jayusman. I will present the next material on the theme of fair trade. Trading is often profitable but not infrequently detrimental. The problem is often the losses in trade caused by unfair management governments. The shortcomings of the concept and practice of free trade have made some parties initiate the concept and practice of fair trade. Fair trade is a social movement that aims to help producers in developing countries enjoy better diet and promote environmental sustainability. The movement's members support higher payments to farmers and improved social and environmental standards. Fair trade is one of Oxfam Indonesia's main programs, which was founded in the year 1972. The fair trade movement emerged in the middle of 1980 as a reaction to the conditions of Indonesian trade which were very detrimental to small producers who are well known throughout in Indonesia. This movement strives for greater equality in international trade cooperation through dialogue, transparency, and respect.
Hello, my name is Valent. Now I want to talk about trade and lobbies. Lobbying is a communication activity carried out by individuals or groups with the aim of influencing the leader of the organizations and people who have important positions in organizations and governments so that they can provide benefits for themselves or lobbying organizations and companies. A trading business or trading business is a business where the main activity is to purchase goods or products for later resale of the goods or products and take advantage of them without changing the conditions of the products being sold. There are many types of trading business in Indonesia that you can easily find on the daily basis. Namely, the first is culinary business, the second is gadget trading business, the third is credit trading business.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, hello people, let me introduce myself. My name is Faujiah and I want to tell you about modal verb of obligations. Modal verb is the auxiliary verb that expresses need or possibility. Auxiliary verb called also helping verb, which means helping other verb indicate moods and tenses. And modal verb can be used when talking about necessity, freedom, and importance of doing things. The first one is must. Must is a modal verb in English. One of its functions is to express obligation. Must is generally used to express the obligations that come from the speaker. The obligation or obligation does not come from outside or from other people. For example, 1. I must talk to my brother before I leave. 2. You must leave now. To express obligation in formal writing, must is more commonly used compared to other modalities with the same function. For example, guests must report to staff before using facilities. 2. All students must participate in extracurricular activities. Second, have to. The second modal that can be used to express obligation is have to. If in must, a must comes from the speaker. In have to, must come from the outside. In other words, it is certain situations, other people, or outside rules that create the necessity. For example, I have to wear uniform at work. 2. Indah has to finish her work before Friday. Have to can also be used to express future and past obligations. Here is a pattern to follow. Future. The form is subject plus will have to plus verb. For example is I will have to wake up early tomorrow. The third is need to. Need to is another modal that can be used to express obligations. Use need to state that something is important to do. For example, we need to buy groceries. We need to practice more often. I need to clean my room. Just like have to in negative form, need to in negative form also cannot be used to express obligation. And there is other ways to express obligation. The first, it is necessary that. Furthermore, we can use the phrase it is necessary that to express necessity. Follow the pattern below to build a must sentence using these phrases. It is necessary that plus subject plus verb. For example, it is necessary that bring umbrella. It is raining outside. It is necessary that she buys the ticket now before it's sold out. It is necessary that I see a doctor now. I am not feeling well. It is obligatory that. Another phrase that can be used to express an obligation in English, it is obligatory that. We can follow the pattern below to form sentences expressing necessity using these phrases. It is obligatory that plus subject plus verb. For example, it is obligatory that we stop at red lights. It is obligatory that we wear helmet while riding bicycle or motorcycle. The next is organizing a campaign. Organizing is the process of ensuring the human and physical needs of every resource are available to achieve the goal associated with the organization. Organizing also includes the assignment of each activities, dividing the work into each specific assignment, and determining who has the right to perform some duties. A A campaign is a planned, gradual, and sometimes culminating activity in delivering information aims to influence the attitudes, opinions, and opinions of the person of the message. And this is the definition of campaign from Kotler and Roberto. Campaign is an organized effort conducted by one group which intends to persuade the target adopters to accept, modify, or abandon certain ideas, attitude, practice, and behavior. A successful campaign will need some serious planning. It can take over the life of people who get involved. First of all, you will need to follow the standard 9 steps for influencing planning applications. Then there are the key things you will need to do. First is preparation. First of all, you need to check the truth of rumors that may be circulating. If a submission seems certain, it is vital to use the pre-application phase to plan the campaign. Otherwise, you will lose valuable consultation time. You should 1. Speak to the planning department to find out about timetables and procedures. 2. Set up a group to coordinate activities. 3. Work out your action plan and set deadlines. 4. Prepare leaflets, poster, and campaign material including briefings with case. The second is informing the community. Once the application has been registered, the local planning authority informs the local community by posters on or near the site, letters to neighbors, or advert in the paper. Then a period of consultation starts. Third, campaigning briefings. A paper or email briefing is a key campaigning tool to get new supporters and keep existing supporters up to date and engaged. It should include 1. A description of the development and the key issues. 2. Where the detailed plans can be viewed. 3. How you should comment and where you should send them. 4. Keep your briefing as short and punchy as you can. 4. Campaign events. Public events are excellent for raising a campaigning's profile. Hold them as early as possible to increase the number of people who lobby the local planning authority. Make sure you contact the local press, radio, and TV station. Public meetings, protest marches, and rallies are the most traditional ways to campaigning. However, there are lots of other creative ways to raise awareness. Have a look at the organization like Greenpeace or Friends of the Earth have done. The fifth is petitions. Petitions will have very little effect on determining planning applications. Your campaign is better off getting people to write individual objection letter to the local planning authority. 6. Letter campaigns. Many campaigns use sample letter to help objectors. Although this increases the number of letters sent, local planning authority take less notice of them in reports and recommendations to the decision maker. It is far more effective to highlight the key issues through a campaign briefing and encourage people to put them into their own words in individual letters.
Career skills making a case. These skills can come in very handy when you are looking for new career opportunities or looking to advance your career goals in the future. In some professions or jobs, someone who improves skills and abilities will be very helpful and a recruitment for many companies.
Okay, the next material on the theme culture at work. Work culture is a concept that builds trust, thought process, and employee behavior based on organizational ideology and principle. This concept is what built on how each employee can manage each other and how the organization functions. How is the work culture at the office? There are 3 ways to detect work culture in the office, namely, the first, pay attention to cleanliness and maintenance of shared areas in the workplace. The second, pay attention to the use of the supporting facilities provided by the office. And the last, noting how employees can access and lead in general. So much material from our group. More or less, please forgive. Thank you for watching my video until ends. See you later.